Hi guys, Tom here, Man City Fan TV. Welcome to the TNT Live. It's Tom here, and we are doing the player ratings for the PSG game a little bit later. But for now, we are doing the predictions, and I have got a special guest on. Part of All Leeds TV. He also has his own YouTube channel, the Just Joe Football Show. I have to get it right because I nearly messed that up. He's laughing in the corner. Here he is. It is Joe himself. How you doing,
You gotta
mate?
get it right, man. I need these people to go and subscribe.
I know it's a brilliant show. It is. Yeah,
Thank
it
you,
is.
mate.
No worries.
Make sure
How
you
you
subscribe,
keeping?
people, please.
Yeah, get it subscribed. How you keeping?
I'm doing well, mate. Yeah, I'm doing well. I enjoyed City's win last night. I like City.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do, mate. You know, I was saying it last night on my stream. It's like people were saying, "Oh, it's the oil derby and stuff." And what frustrates me is when Real Madrid were putting all that squad together, it were called the Galacticos.
Yeah.
But for some reason, City are called all the ruining football. Does me head in. Is what it is. And I love Pep.
Yeah. Yeah. So, guys, Joe does live vlogs for our games, and he does it for many games. So if you do fancy a little bit of a different perspective from another fan other than ourselves, go and check it out because it is top notch. It is top notch, and I do enjoy watching them as well as going on the channel too, because which is also good. So yeah, we'll get into a few of those, and then Joe is joining us for the first predictions, which is what I discussed last week, and we are obviously making it into a mini league. He's already said off air that he thinks he's going to smash me into touch, so we'll see. We will see. But who we got on? We got Joe Edwards on Evening All. Got Simon saying Jekko. That is in response to it, obviously.
Come on.
It's a Jekko. That's one thing you will agree with. As Joe will agree, nobody can stand Man United on this show this evening. Evening Tom, I couldn't be better. Arsenal losing, United losing. It's TNT. Hashtag let's have it. Indeed. What more do you want in life? We've got Leah Earl saying yes, lad. There you go. We've got Taylor Lozano saying hey everyone. We've got Lucy saying evening Tom. These are all the fangirls, Joe.
Yeah, where's mine?
Yeah, they'll be coming soon. Jacqueline said hi Joe. There you go. Hi Joe. Hope you're well, buddy. Yeah, we
Good
go.
lad, Jack. Make sure you subscribe to Just Joe and you, Tail.
Yeah, get him. There we go. We've got Charlie saying it. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, get it subscribed. I'll put it in the description afterwards, and I'll put a tweet out with the link just so you guys can go up. My dad, hey up Joe lad, his dad doing re.
I love that. Get up there.
Oh, dear. Got Matthew Thompson saying yes, Tom. Yeah, there you go. No Joe, no yes Joe. We've got the fangirl. Don't make me laugh, Tomo. That's my nickname. It's called Tomo. So people who know me call me Tomo. So she's saying that don't make her laugh. But yeah,
C1 there, C1. There
Joe, I'm your fangirl. You're really handsome, great facial hair.
Exactly.
There you go.
Because I don't have any on top of me yet.
He's been on 4 minutes and he's already been complimented. Beautiful. That's more than having about 4 months. Oh, dear. Another love Jekko Need goal. Old Trafford, Forza Roma. Indeed. There you go. And before we get into it, we got Sean saying, hi, Joe. Hope you are well. There you go. So moving into the fixtures for this week, we've got a Friday game, which is Southampton versus Leicester. Leicester in pretty decent form, getting to that, obviously, the FA Cup final. What do you think, Joe? How do you think this one's going to turn out?
Southampton are on the beach. Ralph Rabbit Hutch, for me, apart the media will tell you is the best thing since sliced bread, but you know the league table don't lie. Top at Christmas, weren't they, or whatever, and they just fell like a stone. They're on the beach. Leicester have got the Nacho man. Ex obviously City player, Ian Nacho. He's on fire at the minute. I've gone 3-0, mate. I think it's a comfortable Leicester win.
Yeah, I can see it. You know, I got a little bit different. I said 3-1. I think Southampton could possibly get a goal. You know, like Danny Ings, you know, he can always just pop up and get a goal here and there. But I can't see Leicester being struggling there. You know, they're playing well. They're in good form. You know, Ian Nacho's doing it. They're getting through games, which is what they struggled to do in the past few seasons. So, yeah, they're getting through. They are getting through. On to Saturday's game, the lunchtime kickoff, 12:30. The big one, Crystal Palace versus Manchester City. We go into this game only needing 6 points to win the league. This is a good chance to get another 3 points down on the table. What are you thinking there, Joe?
He'll make loads of changes, won't he? He's going to make loads of changes. I mean, do City have a weak team? I suppose when you come up against elite opposition like Leeds, you know, you're gonna lose the odd game. But no, but listen,
you had to get it in.
I had to get it in.
Of course you did.
Nah, Crystal Palace are gash, mate. I don't rate them. Roy Hodgson's terrible. I think he's going in the summer. They've got loads of players out of contract. I feel like they're on the beach, a lot of them as well. The uncertainty around the club. Manchester City needing the points to confirm the league, which is all but done anyway. I've gone for 2-0, mate. Nothing too drastic, just 2-0 standard.
Yeah, I've gone for 3-0 City. You know, I have to back the boys. We've gone all out. You know, I think there'll be lads coming in trying to prove themselves. I think we might go for a 4-4-2 and play Sergio and Jesus this weekend. You know, because they haven't played for a few weeks, and you know, go for something a little bit different. Maybe we could see a few of the youngsters. Maybe Tommy Doyle or Cole Palmer could come in and have a run out. Maybe, you know, try and rest the boys that are needed for the semi-final next week, which is obviously a very important game for us.
What happened to Delap's son? Where's he now? Where's he just?
He's still there. He was there on Sunday celebrating the final when we won it. But you know, he's sort of, because he's like the top player for like the youth team, because he plays for them on a Saturday or sometimes, you know. Sometimes it all changes and he's sort of there. And I think next season when Sergio leaves, I think we might see him a little bit more. But at the moment, he's not really getting a look in after that, obviously, because when we had no striker, he came in and now he's gone again. So it was weird. It was weird. But apparently there's quite a he's got quite a big a bad temper. So I think Pep's trying to, you know, nourish that a little bit before he comes into the big, you know, the limelight, you know. But yeah, I've gone 3-0 there. The other massive game of the weekend at 3 o'clock, we've got Brighton Hove Albion versus Leeds. Obviously Leeds going into that, as we've been talking about on this show on All Leeds TV and on yours, just your football show. There you go, got it right that time. Yeah, subscribed. Just over 1,000 subscribers now, aren't you, Joe? Yeah,
we're getting close to 2K. That's what I'm saying. So these people need to go over and help me.
They do. Yeah, obviously you going into it in pretty good form. You know, I was speaking to you boys on your channel before you payed us. You were saying if you could only, well, Oscar was saying, if you could only get 3 points out of that, you'll be happy. You were confident. Looking back on those 3 games, to take that many points from those 3 teams, are you happy with that?
Oh, mate, amazing. We're undefeated in 6 games now.
Yeah.
Having played Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United and Man City. Brilliant run of form. Listen, I've been banging the drum all week. I think we can still get Europe. I think we can get 7th. We're 6 points behind Spurs with 5 games left to play. We play Spurs next after Brighton, so we can cut that gap to 3. And Tottenham and Everton have got some tough games. And our running, in comparison to what we're just come through, is relatively easy. So I think there's a slim chance we get in at 7th. Honestly, mate.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
It'd be amazing. So
it'd be good to see, wouldn't it? because you know you've come up, and no, you like, you know, you never expected it. You expected mid-table, and you know there's this. You know, the unbeaten in 6 games has sort of urged you into it with, you know, Spurs having a little bit of a meltdown with the Mourinho thing. You know, it's got you back into it, hasn't it?
Yeah, man. Fingers crossed, mate. Fingers crossed we can make it happen.
Yeah.
We've only lost once to teams in the bottom 7. We've got 27 points out of a possible 30, and that one loss came against Brighton at home. So I'm hoping that we'll get retribution, mate. I'm going for a 2-0 away win for Leeds United.
Well, we've both done the same there. I've gone for 2-0 too. I believe that it'll be a pretty comfortable win for you. You know, you've been looking good defensively recently. You know, I must say that Llorente's a very, very good player.
Yeah.
He's doing good for you guys, isn't he? So, I can see it being a good game because, you know, Brighton do like to attack a little bit, but I think you'll just capitalise it, to be honest, and get them yeah. Moving on to the next game.
Scored for the Scummers.
Has he? They've still got 2 away goals, though.
Yeah, exactly. Huge, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Just like us. So on to the derby of the weekend, the big one, Chelsea versus Fulham. Obviously, Chelsea, Tommy Tuchel, as we know the fame.
That's I've been using it ever since now, mate. Tommy Tuchel, I love it.
I need to get a copyright on it, don't I?
Yeah, you do, mate.
Tommy Tuchel. You all like that, don't you? You love that one. But Chelsea in decent form, getting that 1-1 draw in Madrid the other night, and obviously, getting to the final of the FA Cup, sadly. What do you think the outcome of that is? Obviously, Fulham sort of hitting a little bit of form, and then sort of, they lost it against Arsenal the other day, which was obviously gutting for Scott Parker. But what do you think?
It's going to be a routine Chelsea win, mate. They don't score a lot of goals. It's not really in their makeup, especially under Tommy Tuchel. So I'm going for a 2-0 home win, mate. Fulham are down, man. The bottom three's done. Scott Parker's been linked with Tottenham. I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know. I don't get that either. Yeah, I've gone for 3-0. I just believe that they'll just, smash it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Obviously, a little bit of mind for the Champions League game, but they're at home, aren't they? So they can, they don't have to travel anywhere as such. So they should be okay. The last game of Saturday is Everton versus Aston Villa. Two teams who have had mixed form this season. Villa started off sublime, then they had that COVID outbreak, and ever since then they've had a bit of a roller coaster ride. Grealish obviously injured, and obviously with Everton they've started off on fire. James Rodriguez banging in the goals and getting the assists, and then they went off patch a little bit, and now they're coming back into it. I think it'll be quite a close game. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, I agree, mate. I think, look, Villa are a one-man team. If Jack Grealish don't play, they don't really... The only team, up until a certain point, the only team they'd beat without Jack Grealish was Leeds United, unfortunately. But I'm doing this, positive, putting it out there to the world so that it happens, if you put enough out there. So I'm going for a Villa win because we need Everton and Spurs to lose. So I'm going to go for Villa to beat Everton 2-1.
Okay. Well, I've got the opposite way. I've got Everton 2-1. It'll be one of those games, it'll go either way, It'll be quite, both teams can defend pretty well, and both teams, if they get chances, can attack pretty well. So I think it'll be quite an even game. It'll be either a 2-1, or you'll agree it'll be something like a 4-3 or something, It'll be one of those games, but it'll be tight. Yeah. Moving on to Sunday, I've got a few games, and we're starting off at lunchtime with Newcastle versus Arsenal. Obviously, Newcastle have been in the predictions recently, Joe. Our saviour, to be honest. We've been getting a few points off them, haven't we? But obviously Arsenal at the moment losing, so they'll be obviously at the moment wanting to go and get a result up north, shall I say? Yeah. There's no further down that can really go. But up at Newcastle, it can be one of those. If Newcastle turn up and they can play well on St James's, it can be an interesting game. I wonder what you think.
Yeah, look, I'm going to back Newcastle again. Back the 2 now, mate. Arsenal are in the mud. Do you know what? There is so many people on this Arteta hype. All right, so some of the fan base maybe not so, but I see quite a large section of it, banging that Arteta drum. And the guy's got a worse record than Emery. And I find it quite satisfying because he took a lot of flack from the fans.
Yeah, he did.
But Arteta's getting nowhere near as much. And I find it quite satisfying that he's beating them as it stands. And I'm just enjoying that fact. And I think they're in the mud. They're just not a big club anymore, are they?
No, they're not. No, they're not. No.
Yeah, so Newcastle 1-0, further compound them. I hope they finish. Get him in bottom half. That'll be perfect, wouldn't it? Arsenal to finish in bottom half. 1-0 Newcastle.
1-0 Newcastle. Well, we've done it again. I've gone the same. We've both gone 1-0 Newcastle. I think that'll happen too. I really can see it happening.
Yeah.
I really can. Now, on to the other big game of the weekend, and it's United versus Liverpool. If Liverpool win, we win the league, which is quite a big thing. So either way, Liverpool not in good form, but they'll be looking for that European place to secure it down, or keep fighting for the Champions League. So they're not gonna sit back and not win it for not for us. Obviously, possibly win the title. They'll be looking to get the 3 points because they're not in a position now to lose any more points. And as we're United, Leicester on the heels too. So I wonder what you think of that, Joe.
Yeah, look, it's going to be a draw for me, and it'll either be a boring 0-0, or it'll be a score draw. And I'm hoping that it's got goals. So for that, I'm going to go for 2-2, but it could easily be 0-0.
There you go. So obviously, with my City cap on. I've gone for a Liverpool 2-1 win, which is the first time ever I must have said Liverpool to win for a while. But yeah, hopefully they can go and get a result there. It'll be quite funny. Liverpool winning the league against United. It's an ideal situation. But yeah, I can see it. Like you say, it could be one of those games where it could be loads of goals or a boring 0-0 like the derby against us earlier on in the season. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. On to the last game of Sunday, and that is Tottenham versus Sheffield United. All Hal, I wonder how he's thinking.
He's
buzzing,
mate. After they beat Brighton, they won a game.
We all doubted him as well, didn't we? Oh dear. And if you want to buy a book, let Hal know.
I bought it, Tom. I got it.
Did you? Oh, you bought it on air, didn't you?
I haven't read it yet. It's still in its box.
Has he signed it for you?
I don't even opened it. I just went, it's that book.
Oh dear. What do you think then? Tottenham versus Sheffield United.
I've told you, man. I know people are going to think I'm crazy, but I'm just putting out that positive energy. I'm hoping that Heckingbottom does Leeds United a favour and gets a 1-0 win against Spurs. I find it very highly unlikely, don't get me wrong, but I'm just hoping. Arsenal have had a red card, down to 10 men and 2-0 down in the mud.
Beautiful.
Yeah, 1-0 Sheffield United, mate.
Oh,
I know that's crazy. But
you need to stick a few bets on this weekend. You might get a bit of money back. Oh, dear. I've gone for a 2-1 Spurs win. I think it'll be tight. I really do, because Sheffield United are not getting bashed as much as they were in the start of the season. You know, they're keeping it quite close. But yeah, I can see something like that. Maybe something like that can happen. It wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
And then we have 2 games on Monday night, which is rare. But yeah, we start off with West Brom versus Wolves, a little bit of a derby. What do you think there?
Snooze fest.
Yeah.
0-0, mate. Boring as out.
Yeah, I've gone for a 1-0 West Brom win because I don't like really putting draws down. But it realistically is going to be in it, I think. It'd be one of those. It'd be really boring.
You want to win this, Tom?
Yeah, I know.
You got to go for the draws, son.
I've got to go for a West Brom win. I think Big Sam might get a win there. I have to risk it. Risk
it for a chocolate biscuit.
Something like that. There's a few, Jack Lee saying 0-0. So he agrees with you. A few do.
Yeah. Jack Lee's just been putting same as me. Oh no, he put Sheffield United. Well done, Jack. I think he's just waiting for me to say mine and then quickly typing it.
Yeah. He's copying you. Oh dear. Right, on to the last game, which is Burnley versus Sheffield. West Ham United. Obviously West Ham in pretty good form recently. Looking for that Champions League spot. And obviously Burnley not doing too well, but although saying that, they've been getting a few good results recently, which is, distanced themselves. Obviously, getting that 4-0 win the other day, it's distanced themselves from that drop zone. And yeah, they're looking in good form, I must say. So how do you think that's going to turn out? It should be a good game, to be fair.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be another one of them, like I was saying with the Newcastle result against West Ham. They've been doing ever so well. They were unlucky against Chelsea. I thought the red card was an absolute travesty for Balbuena for kicking the ball. I mean, it's called football for a reason.
Exactly.
But I think this is another one of them games where they come unstuck against teams they should be beating based on their form this season, Like you said, they were 3-3 against Arsenal, beat Wolves 3-2, beat Leicester 3-2, came up against Newcastle, lost. Decent against Chelsea. They'll come against Burnley and they'll lose. I'm going 1-0 Burnley. I think West Ham are just going to end up dropping out of it. Something tells me. Yeah.
All right, there you go. They are the predictions. I will let you know next week how they go on this channel, obviously. And before we let you go, Joe, it's been great having you on as always.
Cheers,
we'll give you a little prediction. What do you think the Man City Paris Saint-Germain game is going to be? I have to ask you before I let you go.
2-0.
City.
Yeah. Do you know what? There was a real, for me, it was a big match for them, for them to, because look, I mean this with the best will in the world. PSG and Man City in the Champions League were both known as bottlers. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
And PSG bossed it in that first half, but City showed their class, man. I thought Foden was great. And PSG bottled it. I mean, they lost the Reds, didn't they? I mean, Keylor Navas, shocker. went through wall. You've got Idrissa Gana Gay trying to break Gundogan's ankle. I just think the tie's already gone for them. And I know, look, I mean, Mbappe, it's the first time ever in a Champions League game that he's never had a shot on target, you know.
Yeah.
First time ever. Stones and Diaz too good at the back. I don't even think they'll score, mate. I think City will just be too strong for them. Dominate from minute 1 to 90 and they'll win the game comfortably 2-0. And then I think they'll go on and win it as well. And I hope they do. I hope you do win it, Tom. And I'm not just saying that because I'm on here. Out of the top teams, I like City. I like City just because they've been down where we were, man. They were down in League One like we've been, you know. You fans have been through the mud and just lucky that you got, you know, the billionaires and that. And, you know, look at us now flying at you one day, man. One day.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
But, look, yeah, you'll beat the man. And I think it'd be difficult. Imagine if Chelsea get in. I think Chelsea will as well. You can't have another repeat of that FA Cup. You just don't want to lose to Chelsea there. No way.
No.
You don't want to get to a final first time and then to lose to another English club would just be...
Not worse. Yeah,
no, exactly.
I know what you mean. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, we will see what happens. We shall see what happens. Right. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on, Joe. Thank you very much. Make sure you check out, obviously, All Leeds TV and also, more importantly for Joe, on a personal note, the Just Joe Football Show. I have to say
it slow.
I have to say it slow because I'll end up messing it up. But yeah, it's brilliant. Go and subscribe to both of them. I will be on before the whistle blows tomorrow night on All Leeds TV. You won't be on, obviously, because you're moving house, aren't you, Joe?
Mate, I'm moving,
Good man.
Fuming. Fuming. Our lass should have had it all boxed up by now.
Oh, dear. Right, we've got a few people saying, there you go. Good luck, Joe, to Leeds. Thanks, mate. That's one of our guys. So, so it's been brilliant, Joe. Obviously, it won't be the last time you're on the TNT show. No, we will get you back on, definitely. And obviously,
is that Thursday night, Tommy?
Yeah, Thursday night, Tom. Yeah, TNT.
Yeah, I love that, you know, TNT.
TNT Live, that's what we call it.
I didn't. It's like the there was a wrestling outfit called TNT, you know.
Yeah. I best not getting them for copyright then.
No, I do like my wrestling. I'm 33-year-old and I still watch WrestleMania. Oh my God.
I don't blame you.
I love it.
Brilliant. There you go. We've got Sean saying thank you, Joe, top class. Yeah, it's been a pleasure, Joe. So thank you, mate. And obviously, make sure you check out it all for Joe and make sure you give him a lot of support because he's a good lad. But yeah, good man. So thank you, Joe. Look after yourself, and I'll obviously catch you in a bit.
We'll do. See you later, folks. Thank you. Bye.
See you later. There you go, guys. That was Joe. Just doing a little bit of prediction. So that is there now. If you want to join me for the first 20 minutes next week, send a little bit about yourself into mcfcfantv at gmail.com and I will pick one person who is free for 20 minutes next week and you can do the predictions with me. I am doing it that way. So if you fancy coming on the TNT Live next week, obviously get yourself an email in, explain why you're a City fan, why you want to come on here, and then I will pick one and get in contact with you during the first day, and I will send you the link and you can come on for 20 minutes, give me your opinions, and we will start getting this league set up for the last 5 weekends of the season. But yeah, on to the big one. Last night's player ratings. He knows just the fella. Let us know. We are here now just for City. What a performance last night, lads and lasses. We were absolutely class, weren't we? Really impressed. Dodgy first half, I must say, but that second half we turned it around. Absolutely brilliant. He's saying Charlie Everett. Chris is saying Charlie Everett. Charlie, if you want to come on, get in contact, mate. Either at mcfcfantv@gmail.com or Tom Hudson MCFC on Twitter, and I will sort it out for you, pal. But yeah, we'll get into it. We'll speed through these so we can get it done on the hour. But yeah, as always, lads and lasses, we shall... Oops. 1 second. Just sorting that out. There we go. We have obviously got Edison, who I thought was very impressive last night, I must say. He did okay. Give me your ratings for Eddie. I want to see what you're saying. And obviously, we'll read Simon Bajowski's play rating out and his opinion, and then we will obviously do ours. And obviously, we've got the poll on the community chat for the man of the match. There we go. So, a solid performance overall, not helped by his defence by the goal. Came out shakily once, but a few good saves, and his pace was alert to the PSG attack, a 7. So, we got Abdallah Alame saying 8. We got Chris saying 8. We've got Jack Lee saying steady Eddie 8. We've got my dad, City Chippy, saying Edison 7. We've got 3-2 to United. Damn it. Oh, bloody hell. There's 2 away goals, though. It's still important. We've got Sean. He's saying an 8.5. Edison 8. Some good clearances when required. Blue Moon is saying 8. That tackle was great. It certainly was. CE1 saying 8. That big one when Mbappe was in was vital. It bloody was. It was a good tackle. I'm very impressed from Edison. He did well last night. He did really well. Any more before we give his final rating? See if anybody else is coming through because it does take a time. Let's have a look. It don't look like it, and if there's any behind it, I can read it. So Eddie, he's getting an 8 from me. I must be dumb, but how do the 2 away goals count if United are winning now? Basically, Charlie, the 2 away goals is important because if Roma go and get a 1-0 win next week, they go through because they've got 2 away goals. So they win on the away goals. So it all works out mathematically. So they've still got the 2 away goals because it's 2 legs, mate. But yeah, moving back onto us. Onto the right back last night, who I thought was absolutely solid last night. He was unreal, and that was Kyle Walker. Didn't get much chance in the first half, but that second half, he just excelled and, kept going up and down that line. And he had Mbappe as well. I must say. And Simon says, it was expected that he would be needed against the pace of Mbappe and Neymar, and so it proved. Bailing Rodri out as an early as the second minute. Got everything right, a 9. I thought it was class last night, Kyle. Chris Baker, he's saying 8.5, splendid. We've got Chippy saying Walker 8. We've got Sean saying an 8.5. We've got Jack Lee saying an 8. We've got Neil saying Walker 8. He'd beat Mbappe for the gold medal. He certainly would. CE1 saying 9. Such a beast. Defending was solid. That pace. The Sheffield leopard was on fire. How do you walk if you've forgot your second leg? Brilliant. Yeah, I thought Kyle was solid last night. I'm really impressed with him. He did what he needed to do. We got another Walker 9 there from Adela. I must say, he's going to get a 9. I must say, he's getting a 9 from me because Kyle was superb last night. At 8, very good. His pace blew me away. There you go. We've got obviously I thought it was class, but we got Sam Tulip saying 8.25. That is a very pronounced. And Chris is just saying Tom's looking for a psychic for next week. Put it in your diary. Yeah, exactly. Come on, 20 minutes. Start the program. Predictions. We'll take your predictions. We'll put it out, and that'll be it. 20 minutes at most. But yeah, back on to one of the centre backs last night, and that is Johnny Stones. Showed why he was put back into the team at the expense of Laporte with some important interceptions and a cool head when the team was under the cosh. He got a 7. I must say that's a bit tight, bearing in mind, how solid they were at the back. But yeah, what do you guys think about John Stones? We've got Chris saying 8.5, great. Who else we got? We got City Chippy saying Stones 8. We've got Neil saying Stones 8, much better. We've got Sean Fogarty saying 9. Any more? There we go. We've got Jack Lee saying 9. There we go. We've got CE1 saying 8. The Barnsley Beckenbauer showing his quality defending was really good. Showed composure from the back. We've got Davinia Ginosh saying 8. I didn't mean to put that up. Chris, chainsaw, please. We've got Davinia Ginosh saying 8 again. We've got Blue Moon 9 saying that. What else we got? Any more? I don't know why we've got random people coming in and saying stuff, but I'm sure Chris will get his chainsaw out on Stacey, as it's claiming to be. But yeah, any more? We've got Mr. GG. He's saying a 9. Yeah, I must say, we've got Blue Moon saying 9 as well. I must say overall, United got a penalty. Bloody hell, honestly. I'm not even going to... Stop giving me bad bloody news. Kill shot administered. Thank you. Get it gone. Thank you. There we go. So, very impressed with John last night. I thought he did good, as all the defence did. So, we shall give a John Stones an 8.5. I think he was brilliant last night. There you go. Stones an 8.5. Very impressive. Very impressive. On to his partner in crime last night, and that is Ruben Dias. Absolutely brilliant. Unflustered, up against the best. Attacking performance City have come up against this season. His positioning was excellent, and he brought a physical presence. 8. Unreal, wasn't he? Unreal, honestly. He's class. He's class. Fun. Father Ruben gets a 10. I love this Portuguese man. Such a beautiful man, yet such an aggressive and powerful player. Made crucial interceptions and dealt with Mbappe and Neymar so well. Top leader. He certainly is. Sean Fogarty, 9. We've got Jack Lee saying 9.5. We've got Neil Hanstock saying Ruben, 9, my man of the match. We've got Chris saying 8.5, special player. He certainly is a special player. He certainly bloody is a special player. Any more? You just have to look at how he leads the line, and how he was just keeping everybody intact last night. It was just absolutely real. It was unreal. I'm really impressed with him. Really, really impressed. Any more for Ruben Dias? We've got Mr. GG saying 9 there. We've got Richard Oliveri saying Edison 7.5, a bit late, but we gave him an 8. We've got City Chip saying Ruben 8.5. We've got Blue Moon saying 9. Great play, stopped Neymar and Mbappe. So, he certainly did. I'm not going to read down, Sean, what you've said because that's disappointing. Instead, I'm going to give you what I think Dias deserves, and I think he deserves a 9. I think he was up there with Walker last night with one of the man of the matches. I thought it was brilliant. He really impressed, really impressed. But yeah. On to the left back last night, who I thought was the weakest one of all of them. And that is Cancelo. One of the best on the pitch at Wembley on Sunday. Cancelo had a torrid evening. The ball sailed past him for the goal. He was booked after half an hour, and his second half ventures didn't pay off. He got a 5. I must say, out of everybody, he didn't play well last night. After playing so well on Sunday, he didn't play good whatsoever. I wonder what you guys are thinking there. But yeah, I didn't think he played too well. He was poor. And it's only fair that he gets a low score, I think. So we've got City Chippy saying Cancelo 5. We've got Sean Fogarty saying 6.5. We've got the Portuguese Cafu 6.5. Not his finest to say, but pretty eyes let him off. Struggled to keep his positional play and rightly came off for Zinchenko. Agreed. Chris Baker saying 5.5. Di Maria had him for toast. Hard game for him. It certainly was. Jack Lee's saying 5. We've got Chippy saying not a patch on Chenks. I do agree with that. We've got Neil saying Cancelo 6, average at best. We've got Ahmed HMA saying 6. We've got Abdallah Alame saying 4. We've got Blue Moon saying 6. When he came off, the game came alive. There was a big spark when Zinni came on. We've got Walker 8. Here you go, Chris. You'll be happy about this. We've got CE1 saying Chris Baker is beautiful. There you go. He'd be happy about that, Chris. Honestly. There you go. But yeah, I don't think Cancelo played particularly well whatsoever. I must say. If we look at it overall, out of all the performances, I think a 6 is me being, pretty fair there. He deserves to have the lowest score because he didn't make an impact whatsoever. But it is what it is, isn't it? We'll see what happens because at the moment he's not playing well whatsoever. So we'll see if he can bounce back from it. You know, every player hits a rough patch. So he played so well in the beginning. So let's hope he can come back from it. On to a man last night who I also thought was okay, even though he's got a quite harsh criticism on this. Obviously, he was a bit dodgy in the first part, but after that, he was not too bad, I must say. And that is Rodri. An awful start, giving the ball away to allow a PSG counter, and the first half passed him by in a blur. Steadied himself in the second half, and he got a 6. I wouldn't say he was the best, but I wouldn't say he was bad. We've got Sean giving him a 7. We've got Abdallah saying Rodri 7. We've got Chris saying 6.5. Going to the game after a poor start, certainly. Any more for any more? Get your ratings in for Rodri. We've got City saying Rodri 7.5. We've got Jack Lee saying 7. We've got CE1 saying the professor of CDMology with a fabulous display, especially in the second half. Really dictated the tempo and was brilliant in keeping the retention. I'd give him a 7.5. Got Yassi Wassi 222 saying 7. We've got Neil Anstock saying Rodri 7.5. First few minutes weren't good, but otherwise very good. We've got Blue Moon saying 7. Definitely had a better second half after his poor start. Yeah. We've got Lee Cullen saying 7.5. Any more for any more? I must say, Mara 0 for sending PSG patients to emergency. I was impressed in Rodri in the second half. I thought he played really well. But once again, he gave the ball away quite a few times. So I think a fair score for Rodri is a 7.5 for last night. I wouldn't necessarily say it was the best. I wouldn't say it was the worst. I wouldn't say it was as bad as Cancelo, but he made a few good tackles and brought the ball forward. So 7.5 is probably fair. On to the next man, which, to be perfectly honest, more than anything, I'm glad he's okay after that shocking tackle on him by Garner Gay for that red card. It was a fully deserved red card as well, and that is obviously Mr. Whippy. Was unable to stop the onslaught in the opening 45 minutes, but improved as he was pushed further forward to help put City on the front foot. There you go. What do you think? He got a 7. So I wonder what you think of Mr. Whippy. Get your scores in. We've got Chris starting us off with an 8. We've got Sean saying Neymar 10 out of 10 for diving. We've got City saying Gundog 7.5. Good rating that. A standard rating to be honest. 7.5 and 8. Anything above a 7's average. To be fair, standard. We've got Jack Lee says 7.5. We've got Sean Fogarty saying 7.5. Any more? I think Richard Oliveri is a little bit behind because he's saying Diaz is now, so I think he's a little bit behind. But we are seeing you live, Richard. Don't you worry. I've got Neil saying Gundo 8, very good, but I wonder if his ankle will be bruised for next Tuesday. He claims on Twitter he's okay, which is good news. Mr. Rippey was a solid performer. His first half was particularly good. Struggled to find his position in the game and get into the game. Gradually grew, and we are all glad he is okay after that horror tackle. A 7. Yeah, I'm happy. Lumen saying 8, Mr. Whippy. Good game, made some good touches. I hope his injury's all right. There you go. I'm giving Mr. Whippy a 7.5 there, and Lee Cullen's just got in just in time for a Gundo 8. Moving on to the next man, who I thought was very, very good, as always, and that is obviously Kevin De Bruyne. The best player in the world made their presence felt on the biggest stages, and De Bruyne levelled for City here. Despite having struggled before, he got an 8. A difficult first half for the team in general. I believe we saw ourselves quite defensively, trying to show too much respect to Mbappe and Neymar, and we didn't get the fullbacks forward, which did bite us on the backside in that first half. But the second half, we got the fullbacks forward and we started to press, which was obviously important to press that defence. And look what happened. We got the 2 goals. We've got Abdallah Alami saying KDB 10. We've got KDB 8.5, says City Chippy. We've got Abdallah saying Gundo 8. Sean Fogarty saying 9. But Neil saying KDB 8, not his best, but still influential, certainly. We've got Jackley saying best player in the world, King Kev. Baker said 8. We've got Blue Moon saying 9. Everyone had a slow first half, but in the second half we played well and KDB helped this happen. The Pale Pele, what a midfielder. First half disappointing, but his high standards, but showed levels in the second vital goal. Best midfielder in the world. So lucky to have him, an 8.5. And Lee Cullen, once again, has got in his one of the last ratings with a 9. I'm going to give him an 8.5. I think that's fair. I wouldn't say he was the best player on the pitch, and I wouldn't say he was the worst, but he was definitely up there with one of the top performers. That goal that he scored, and the influential impact for, keeping the heads of the lads in midfield and obviously being the captain was important. So, an 8.5 is right there. On to, by far, one of the best players last night, and that is Riyad Mahrez. Absolutely class from Riyad last night. I thought he was influential again, like he was on Sunday. Took the free kick away from De Bruyne and did not disappoint. Even if it did go through the wall, a big game player who delivered again. And he got an 8. I thought he deserved a little bit higher than that, personally. We'll see what you guys have to say, but I believe he could have got a little bit higher than that, I must say. See what you have to say. Let's move that down. Got City Sip saying Mahrez 9.5. I'm going to say I was going for something like that. I think he'll be the man of the match. Sean Fogarty 9.5. We've got Mahrez 10. His best performance in a City shirt, man of the match. He's so skillful. He's got the best touch in world football by far. Neil Handstock, Mahrez 8, keeping up his good recent form. We've got Mahrez 9, says Lee Cullen. Mahrez, the god of Champions League goals. We've got Richard O'Leary saying Mahrez 10. We've got Chris saying 8.5 goal. Threatening and Vinnie Jones style tackling, flipping awesome. He bloody was. That tackle in the box on Neymar were class. Blue Moon 9.5. He's such a good. He's in such good form, and that free kick was amazing. He's so skillful. We've got Deed Rabbit saying Sterling 10. His best game this season. 100. I don't know why Sterling's getting. I don't know why Sterling's getting a mention. Didn't even play. Presuming he means Mahrez. Because I'm going to say he didn't even play. But yeah, Riyad, he had an absolute brilliant game. And for this reason, for me, there's only one result. There's only one rating I'm going to give Riyad Mahrez here. After we've obviously read the in-detail analysis from CE1. The Algerian Robin showing levels to the Samba, Stephen Ireland. What a free kick, constant threat all night. And what a moment. Always turning up when we need him. Vital defensive tackle, fighting badge, exactly. And for that reason, I am giving Mahrez a 10. There you go. Riyad Mahrez has got a 10 for last night. His best performance in a City shirt. Such a goal. So impactful for the game. He deserves that. He really does. I was very, very impressed with him last night, Riyad. And to the next man who missed a few chances last night, which was disappointing in him, Phil Foden. I want to see what you guys are thinking. Missed a big chance to score when 1-0 down in the first half, although he didn't hide that after and was involved usefully for the goal, and he got a 7. Here we go, just to confirm. Deed Rabbit did say 10 for Mahrez. But yeah, get your ratings in for Phil. See what you have to say for him. Taking its time. Comments tonight. They all come flying through at once, I think. But yeah, get your rating in for Foden. It's like waiting for a bus, isn't it? Are people not happy with it? Here we go. Jack Lee, 8 for the Stockport Iniesta. I'd say that's pretty fair, to be honest, I must say. Here we go. Sean Fogarty got an 8. Got Ricard, saying Foden, great young player. Foden 7, didn't need to take unnecessary touch before shooting. 7.5, genius stuff. Some rubbish, says Chris Baker. Foden 7-ish. Got Bloomin saying had a good game and helped us win, and giving him an 8 there. Great midfield. Yep, certainly. I must say, I thought Foden were good last night. I must say. But someone, Ponlu Gamer, is hi from I'm from Cambodia. Welcome, mate. Welcome to Man City Fan TV. The skin-fade Gascoigne showing why he's first choice on the left at the minute. Another fabulous display. So good to watch when he's dribbling. He will be disappointed not to score, but 7.5 is fair. What City Chippy saying, Foden 8.5. I added 1.5 on the basis he's a bloody superstar. Well, I'm going to meet in the middle of CE1 and City Chippy, and I am giving Phil Foden an 8. I think he did good last night. I think he did good. I wouldn't necessarily say he was 7.5, but comparing him to Rodri, I gave him a 7.5, and I thought he was far better than Rodri. Yeah, exactly. Welcome, Ponelu Gamer. It's good to see you, mate. Respect to Bernardo, ran a marathon last night. We're getting on to Bernardo. Here he is, the legend. Bernardo, get your ratings in for Burnley. Went from holding midfielder to right wing at a flick of a switch, performing various roles for the team. His running paid off as the game went on. 7. I believe he deserved a little higher than that, I'm not going to lie. I thought he did very, very well last night. You have to look at the running he does is just unreal. Like, I've never seen someone run, so well. Like, unreal. We've got Assam Arif saying a 7. We've got Bernardo 7.5. So consistent, says Neil Hanstock. I must say, honestly, he runs for everything, doesn't he? Got saying 7 for Bernadette. We've got Jack Lee saying 8.5 Grafter. We've got C1 saying the Iberian King Clancy. So silky, so technical, so talented, so undervalued in our team. Big able to carry the ball forward. Helped to create options all over the pitch to dominate in the second, and he got an 8. Chrissy said 8 Magnifico. What a gem of a player. Honestly, unreal from Burnley last night. I thought he was absolutely class. The fact that, he just kept running. He didn't stop. He just gave everything for the team last night. And on that, I'm going to give him an 8. I thought he was absolutely brilliant last night. I thought it was class. And you know what? I'm going to say, right, if this man came on at half time, right, I'd have given him man of the match. And that is Alexander Zinchenko. The impact he came on in the 61st minute, and the impact he did in that half an hour was more than Cancelo did in those 61 minutes. Zinchenko's playing brilliant at the moment, and he brought composure. And I didn't even realise this, but Simon Bajowski said exactly the same thing. Brought the composure that was needed to the role. I thought he was brilliant. I really did. I've got Sean giving him an 8 there. Fair play to Zinchenko, because as soon as he came on, we started to look on fire. 3 minutes later, we scored the first goal. You know what I mean? And 14 minutes later, we were 2-1 up. I've got Jackie saying 8.5 second De Bruyne. Assam Arif is saying 8. Neil Hanstock, Zinco, 8.5, just what we needed. Exactly. I thought he was brilliant last night. I really did. There'll be a few more getting themselves in. Started really, played really well. What an assist too. 8. Yeah, exactly. I thought he was brilliant. I thought he was absolutely brilliant last night. And, sometimes we don't rate people high. Oh, so excuse me. A bit tired. 5:30 wake up again, as you know. This morning. But yeah, as you know, people, if they don't make a detrimental impact as such with goals and stuff, don't really get high rating. But I believe that Zinchenko deserves a high rating. I think he was absolutely brilliant. We've got C1 saying, yeah, completely agree. It was like how Dortmund away, we realised we needed Zinchenko after the first leg. Worked so well, definitely gets an 8, 100%. We should be ashamed of the UK's colonial past, apparently, says Room. Have you got a rating for Zinchenko, mate, whilst you're here? If you're commenting. But yeah, Zinky gets an 8.5 for me. Absolutely class. I thought, in general, if we look at it over the 61 minute, over the the 29 minutes he played. I thought it was brilliant. So yeah, that concludes the player ratings, but we've got to do the rating, the vote for the man of the match. So 9 hours ago, we put up on the community chat. Thursday night, Tom TNT show is live tonight at 9 p.m. with obviously Joe from All Leeds TV as the predictions guest. Today's poll: who was your man of the match last night? So we had KDB, Mahrez, Walker, Gundogan, and another comment below. Oh, we just got another one there. So there you go. In the community chat, we had with 3% Gundogan, 4% another, 5% Kyle Walker, KDB 28%, and with a massive 61%. As much as I'd love to give it to Zinchenko for how he did, the man of the match by you, the fans, is number 26, Riyad Mahrez last night, scoring the second goal after taking that free kick. So the man of the match from the community chat with the 221 votes we got was Riyad Mahrez. Personally, because obviously it's for you guys that we do this, and the community chat is the thing that decides it in the end, I'd have personally given it to Zinchenko. I thought it was brilliant. And Diaz could have got it as well. You know, there was a few that could have got it. Let's be honest. There's a few that could have got it. But overall, we got the win. Mahrez has just got it on their community chat, so we will finish that there. That's been another TNT show, guys. You know, we've crammed it in tonight. It's what an entertaining show you've had tonight. We've had player ratings, man of the matches. We've had 25 minutes of predictions for this weekend with Joe from All Leeds TV or the Just Joe Football Show, both. You know, we've crammed it in. This is what we want to do. We want to give you a little bit more. Obviously, this is what I like to do. I wanted to bring a little bit more than to just play ratings. I thought we'd spice it up a little bit and try and see how this goes. You guys seem to enjoy the predictions. I saw all you guys putting stuff in. Obviously, you can understand I'm not going to read out your predictions because obviously it's the person that's on gets the final say. And obviously, if I did start reading everybody's out, we'd be here for another 53 minutes probably. But yeah. Overall, I think we've done a good job last night. On to Crystal Palace this weekend, which is obviously the most important thing now for us. I personally think we might set up as a 4-4-2 with Aguero and Gabby up front, go a little bit more defensive, a bit more rigid. But yeah, I think that's how we're going to set up on Sunday. And I think it'll be good. I don't know about the Friday Night Social. Chris might be able to give me a little bit more knowledge on that. I don't know how it's going to be run this week. Can Chris come on and sing a song next week? I'll discuss it. I'll see what he says. And obviously, as always, the list keeps getting bigger for the Patreon. Thank you to our members, which are Iota Thompson, Sean Fogarty, Philip Ward, Malcolm Horner, Ozzy, Charlie Everett, Ronnie Beaver, Unun Septium. We've got SOS 2907. We've got John. I do apologize if I do pronounce this wrong. I think it's Snetch Petri. If I got that wrong, I do apologize. Mike Bush, Connor Shaw, and Addy. Thank you for the Patreons. We do appreciate it. Massively. We do. Here we go. FNS 45 hours tomorrow. Emails will be sent to the Patreon members beforehand with the link. There you go. Have Man City Fan TV. Have a Man City Fan TV chant contest. We might do. There you go. So that is bloody hell. That is not good. What I've just seen. Man United score 5 second-half goals to beat Roma 6-2. Well, that's not what we like to see, is it? But yeah, his singing is legendary. Chris Baker, Chris Baker, Chris is going to get on. We're going to get him on. I'm going to get him on for predictions in a few weeks, and we'll get him to sing a song. And we have a special guest on the Friday Night Social tomorrow for you Patreon members. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you've liked the little bit of the new thing I've started up. Obviously, I'm going to have one of you guys on next week. So if you do fancy coming on for 20 minutes at 9 o'clock next week, give us an email. at mcfcfantv@gmail.com, or if you want to message me privately, Tom Hudson MCFC on Twitter, just send us a direct message. I will get back to you as quickly as I can, which is pretty quick usually. And then we will see. If you don't get picked, don't think we're rejecting you. It's just we pick certain people who we believe is best for this week. You all will get a chance to come on, because look at it, we have 38 games next season. So there you go. That's been a very successful show. I'm happy. I'm glad that's gone out as with the predictions. It's all run smoothly. Get Abdallah on. He's a top lad. He certainly is. Abdallah, if you fancy coming on, mate, you know where I am. Tomlinson MCFC on Twitter. Or if you're not on that, just email us at mcfcfantv@gmail.com and we can sort something out. But yeah, whoever's on next week, it'll be good. It will be good because this is obviously the new little bit. Thank you for obviously Joe coming on. Absolutely brilliant from him. He's a good lad. So make sure you go and check out All Leeds TV, and obviously for Joe personally, the Just Joe football show, all rhymes. He does all sorts. He does live streams. He does predictions. He does everything. You know, he gets good guests on. I've been on there. He's a good lad, and it's good channel. If you fancy coming to watch me on All Leeds TV tomorrow night, I will be on there at 8 o'clock doing the Before the Whistle Blows. So if you fancy a little bit of a watch before the Friday night social, if you're a member, a Patreon member, or if you're not and you want to see the TNT himself, Mr. # Let's Have It, head over to All Leeds TV at 8 o'clock tomorrow, and I will be on there doing my City talk, because that's what we do. But yeah, thank you for watching. It's been legendary. Just nearly an hour now. We've had good numbers on. We nearly had 70 on at one point, which is class. Everybody's saying get Charlie on. We will do that. Thanks, Tom. Top man. Cheers. See you. Take care, mate, and have a good night. So yeah, thank you everyone for coming on. You know I appreciate. You're all legends. If you were watching, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. Matthew Harris saying, holy shit, there's a Man City fan channel. Big up, mate. Thank you, pal. Thank you. There's a few of us who do it, but yeah, we try. Yorkshire TNT, well done, Tom. Cheers, lad. Jack Lee say, take care, Blues. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, thank you all for being here, for getting involved. It's been brilliant. A brilliant result last night. We move on to Saturday. Who knows, this time next week, when you see me next on this TNT live, we could have the League One, and we could be in a final of a Champions League. It's a big week, guys. But make sure you look after yourselves. Make sure you give us a like and subscribe. Turn the bell notification on to make sure you know when I am live and when all the lads are live. And make sure you go and check out the Just Joe football show, because it'll mean a lot to him. He was on earlier, and if you didn't check it out, skip to the beginning, 20 minutes long. We go through this weekend's fixtures in the new part of the show that we've brought in this week. So make sure you look after yourselves. Give it a like. Look after yourselves as always. Up the City. # Let's Have It. # Up the Blues. See you later, guys.